Hey everyone, welcome to Fast Forward, the podcast about real conversations, not highlight reels. We go beyond tactics and talk about the people behind the work, how they think, what drives them, and how they grow. This is a space for honest stories from real founders. Today, I am joined by Chase Joliet, co founder of Two Socks Creative and the writer, director, and lead actor of the upcoming feature film Grapefruit. Chase and I go way back, long before either of us stepped into creative careers, so this episode is a special one. Chase, how are you?
Jeff, I'm awesome, man.
It's great to have you on,
Hey, do
man.
you prefer Jeff or Jeffrey?
I get that question all the time. I just tell people whatever they want, whatever fits them.
You wanna go with, like, J Money.
Yeah, or something like beyond my level of coolness for
Well,
sure.
what's your DJ name when you DJ?
My DJ name is unknown to the world. I'm a new DJ, but my name is Prince, like print,
Oh, like Prince, like, oh,
but
that's
it
cool.
sounds like
Prince.
Prince.
Yeah. Dude,
I
I
come
dig
from a printing background. My family has a printing company here in Dallas, and I worked there for 6 years.
No shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's kind of why my journey is a little winding in terms of professional career. I knew I wanted to try to give it a good or earnest effort with the family.
So what kind of print like printing magazines, printing everything, like fine art?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much, man. So it's been around since 1933.
That's cool.
And we're coming up on 100 years, and it's still going. It's like a traditional print shop with offset lithographic machines. They have, all of the letterpress equipment as well. I don't know if you know anything about that. Letter like this, it leaves the impressions like fancy printing these days.
Yeah, oh,
Really
yeah, okay.
old school processes, but they're now modernized because it's like it's more art than print.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's some like engraving, all kinds of cool processes. But yeah, my family's been doing that for almost 100 years, and my mom is still there actually, along with a couple
That's rad.
cousins of hers.
Do you have 2 brothers?
One,
1 brother.
yeah, Zach. You have one
I
brother.
have 1 and then a half brother or stepbrother. So I always say 2 just 'cause he's like I've known him for a
Mm,
long time. But I
yeah,
remember I came over to your house when we were playing on a soccer team together, and you had a back, like, house or back room with all these toys in it, or like a fort, and we just played back there forever when we were, like, 11 or 12.
that's when we
And
met.
yeah, with your brother and his friend. That's why I thought, like, oh, maybe it
I'm guessing that is the infamous Southridge house where my mom was living, and it was kind of the safe place for everyone where we always had a good time in the back house, and,
dude,
played
I
a lot of
remember.
ping pong back there,
Yeah.
and, yeah, just a great little, escape from the back house.
God, that's crazy. I don't know why I remembered that just right now. I was like, "Wait, I remember doing that."
I actually don't recall that.
Yeah, I remember. I went over to your house one time.
Interesting.
And then you never invited me back. I don't know what I did wrong.
It wasn't like that, that's for sure. Dude, I did wanna talk about that soccer team though real quick.
Hey.
What an interesting start to our, serious level of soccer. That was our first team to try out for after playing rec level. It's like 6th grade, basically 6th, 7th grade,
Was that when it
and
was? It was, like, 6th grade?
6th, I think it's like the summer between 6th and 7th, so there's already a lot happening
Right,
anyway,
so I was
just
like
in
we were,
terms
like,
of
12?
yeah, exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
And we had the most brutal coach ever known to man, Bonnie Forsey.
Yo, Bon.
And I oftentimes look back on that and wonder how I even made it because he was horrible to us. He was
I don't
ruthless.
remember, man. I
No,
really don't remember. I think, like
you
I don't
blacked
know.
it out.
Yeah, I just loved it. I was like, you know, man, I'm kind of a masochist in my own way, you know, I like that stuff, so I'm probably just like, "Gang, like, let's go."
Okay. See, okay, that's how we're different.
Yeah.
I was like, I need someone to like give me some like positive feedback, like criticize me in a way that I can actually use it, not just tell me I suck, which is what he
Yeah,
was doing 12 year
yeah.
olds.
It's tough, man, because I have 2 kids and my oldest is starting to play soccer now, and he
Yeah.
doesn't have that killer mentality to, like, go up and, like, take somebody out. And I'm like, "He's 4, so maybe he doesn't need it." But in my mind, I'm like, "How do I instill that in him?" And
I
my wife's
loved that too.
don't, you know?
You can't force it.
I just want him to, like, go and knock somebody down, you know? It's okay. He's a
'Cause we
sweet
both we both played defense, I believe.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and that was always my favorite part about playing soccer was, like, getting in the head of the opponent,
But yeah, dude.
like,
I like
psyching them
it.
out
Yeah. God, is that my can you hear that, dude?
a little bit, no worries, though. Is that a
What do you
sprinkler?
think you're doing, man? It's Friday at 9:15.
Are they blowing?
Yeah, they'll be done in a minute. They're cutting
No.
my trumpet vine that
Dude, my
hangs.
neighbors just did it for I was wondering, like, they've been doing it for an hour, and I'm wondering, are they still blowing? What are they even doing? Is this
I've
guy, like
always found that these leaf blowers are fascinating. We're really just blowing leaves in other people's
Yeah,
yards.
I know.
We're just passing them along. When do they ever get picked up, Jeff?
That's a topic I wanna talk about.
Let's
I
bring up.
look at that every day, and I wonder, where are those leaves even going?
Yeah, I'm just like, I got this neighbor just keeps putting it. You know what I do? I don't own a leaf blower. I sweep, man.
I sweep and then or rake, and
You
then
rake. Yeah.
or put it in the bag.
Yeah, put it in the trash, man. These people just
I've
blowing it everywhere.
Do they ever move them from the ground, or they just keep moving to the neighbor's yard?
I don't get it, man. I think it just gets passed down and passed down. I have no idea. And then I'm asthmatic, I have allergies and they're just
Me
killing me.
too.
Yeah,
You're
I can't.
asthmatic?
Yeah, I'm asthmatic, dude.
Oh,
Are
man, I
you?
had asthma. That's why I quit soccer eventually. I just couldn't keep up with my lung capacity. I'm not anymore. Oh, I have a long story about that, but
Yeah. That's why I quit smoking pot. I couldn't do it anymore. My lungs are dying.
I didn't know that about you.
That I had asthma or that I smoked
When
pot?
well, I mean, I could have guessed the latter, maybe.
Is it obvious? I don't
No, not
anymore.
like that. Not in a bad way. Me too, bro. Me too. Like until that's part of. I'll tell it real quick. So that's what part of my story is that until I was 23, I was like didn't have a whole lot of ambition. I had a bad asthma. I had to take like morning and night like a inhaled corticosteroid to
Me
like
too.
actually breathe. Really?
Advair. You take Advair?
Advair. Oh my, are you serious, Chase?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I hate that shit.
It's supposed to be not good for you, like, in the long
It's
run.
so my life completely changed after I stopped taking it because I was 23 and I just quit cold turkey. I was I actually came to terms with it. I was like, you know what? I would rather not be on this planet than forced to inhale this damn thing morning and night for the rest of my life.
Wow.
So I quit. I almost, actually died. Actually, I was on my
No shit.
deathbed for 2 weeks. Yeah, using I had a nebulizer, the machine to like help me get through it. And then eventually I got into fitness and running and, it completely changed. I haven't gone back since. It's been a while now. So
See, that's cra my asthma was worse in Texas. When I moved out to California, I realized I didn't need it as much. It's weird, like,
allergies,
air versus the humidity and this thing that's in Texas or allergies or whatever.
so bad.
But I still take Advair maybe, like, once every, like, week or 2, just depending on.
Really?
Yeah,
Just
just if I feel.
one time?
Yeah, I don't do it every day, though. I try not to.
Interesting. See, that's
I
what I hated is that
Yeah,
part you're talking about.
I don't like being dependent on anything.
Exactly. Me either,
It's like a
dude.
weird mental thing for me.
No, I think we're very similar that way.
Yeah, not a fan, man.
I try to do everything in moderation, of course, and when it comes to that type of, like, breathing device just to, like, get by was like, "You know what? I can't travel comfortably. I can't, like, just go with, like, just, like, my shirt and my shoes, I gotta worry about, like,
Yeah,
do I have that damn thing with me?" You know?
yeah.
And that was, like, my motivation to do it, and, actually, Coachella changed my life. That was when I decided not to do anything.
23 at Coachella, and you were like, "I don't wanna have to carry my inhaler."
We were camping,
Yeah.
and it's dusty, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just like I'm just getting just crushed, dude, like, I can't even it's hard to enjoy it, but I mean, of course I did. It's amazing,
Yeah.
especially back then. Nowadays, I don't know so much, but
Yeah, festivals have lost their appeal for me,
yeah. Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I don't know what it is. Have we grown out of it, or
I don't think it's an age thing, I don't.
I just think that, like, yeah, I don't know what it is.
I think it's the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, I still, like, every once in a while go to something, but I look like I dig deep to find, like, an off the radar festival or something if I really wanna go.
Totally.
But yeah, I was there, I was struggling, I was like, I see all these, like, beautiful people, everyone's international, I was like, "Wow, this is a whole new world, I love it, I love all this." I had never seen any of it. I was kind of like, "Hmm, is this all life has to offer?" Before I went to Coachella, I was like, "This is kinda boring." I was kinda bored with life.
Yeah.
And then I went to that, I was like, "Holy, there's so much more out there. There's so much more that's available to us." So, it was the combination of camping and, like, seeing maybe in which I'm a traveler, which I hadn't been, and then I was in Colorado living with Pierce. I don't know if you remember Pierce.
I do remember Pierce.
Yeah, he passed away actually, in
You know what?
2020, really sadly.
Justin Hamilton, who shot the movie Grapefruit,
Yes,
we did. He lives in LA, so we've become close again.
I
And
love
I
Justin.
always ask him about people in like comments. I'm always like, "Whatever happened to so and so? Whatever happened to so and so?" And he'll
Yeah,
give me the spiel on everybody's life in a way. And he told me that, and that's really heartbreaking.
yeah. Pierce was a brother to all of us, and unfortunately, it happened when I was living in Germany, so I had to fly back, and it was during COVID, and, it was tough, but, yeah,
Yeah,
we actually do a yearly retreat thing with all the boys that were Pierce's friends, and we do it for in honor of him now, which is really cool.
that is cool. It's really
Yeah,
cool.
but yeah, I was living in Colorado and Pierce was living with me then, and I was far enough away from the family, so I knew I could try something more drastic, and that's when I quit taking the medication. I think my mom would've said, "What are you doing?" But I was
Yeah,
like, "You can't stop me. I'm out here now."
yeah,
And, yeah, it turned out to be the best decision of my life, but, it wasn't easy, for sure.
that's cool, man. So you've lived
Yeah.
in Germany.
Yeah, so, like, after that, 23, my life changed completely. I moved back to Dallas, got a whole aspiration, work for the family, and then after 6 years of working for the family business and printing, I was fed up with the family, which is no surprise.
Yeah,
It's a family business, that's kinda what that's part of it, and I just booked a one-way flight to Europe and, just discovered what everything I've ever wanted in life when I got to Europe. I spent 4 months over there just traveling, and then I met a German girl, and I moved to Germany, and I lived there for 2 years.
you got married. You have a few kids. They're in Germany.
I just all got all that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Cool.
Somehow I avoided all of that, and yeah, it changed my life forever. Of course, living abroad is, something that I would recommend to anyone, even if it doesn't work out long term, because you learn so much about yourself.
Yeah, I love that. Europe's awesome. I love South America too.
Oh, man, I went there for the first time this year too.
Yeah, my wife and I, when we first met, we started dating, and like 2 weeks into dating, I was like, I want to go to South America, and we literally just booked tickets like one morning together after dating for like 2 weeks, and we're like, oh, let's just buy these tickets online, and now they're cheap, so we did, and then we like 2 months or like maybe a month later, we ended up in Chile, and then we ended up in Argentina and
Ooh, nice.
Patagonia, and we just were kind of wandering,
Wow.
and then it was like, I think I love this chick.
But so that's pretty bold.
It was bold. I was just fed up. I'm not fed up really, but living in LA, being an actor and a writer and trying to make movies and stuff, you meet a lot of people. I think before I was met Steph, I was like dating this like younger girl that was like 23 and it was like
Yeah.
an actress, and it was kind of like there was no sustenance to the relationship,
Mm,
stuff like that. No offense to her, she's probably whatever. She's great, but it just didn't work out. So then I
she's
finally
tuning in right now. Kidding.
yes, damn it. No, she's great. Won't even remember. She's like, "Who are you?" But, yeah, but I think with Step, it was like we both met, and it just felt like immediate in a
Yeah.
way. We both just said yes, and now we're married, 2 kids, have a company, make
Yeah,
movies.
that's really cool.
Yeah, I think my life changed when I started saying yes to things, like your idea of just going to Europe and just being like,
Yeah.
"Yes," that's when everything really takes off.
Yeah, you gotta put yourself out there a little bit and, I don't wanna say take risks, but there is some risk associated with doing that, and that's when you learn the most about yourself.
Dude, absolutely, and I think you should take risks, man.
I
Great
completely
reward
agree.
I think great reward comes from great risk, man. Everything even if you fail, like, I've learned so much in failing than I have more than, like, success.
Yeah.
The success will just pass, like, "Oh, this movie was successful," and then it just fades and no one gives a shit in a year and a half,
Right.
but failing, that sticks with you forever, and you're like, "Oh, wow, I can take that into all the things that I'm doing now."
Mhm.
So I'm all
Builds
about
character.
yeah.
Yeah, I oftentimes no, I shouldn't say oftentimes, I always learn things the hard way, it seems,
Oh, it makes
and, but when I learn it, it sticks and it
Can you
stays.
take advice? I can't take advice.
Critique or advice?
Like, I was never good in school because I just never really thought that the teachers that were teaching me, like, I was never envious of their life. So I was never like,
Mm,
why would I want to listen to you?
mm,
My mindset was. It's all
interesting.
I had some good teachers, don't get me wrong, but like
Yeah.
that's just my mindset of like, if I don't envy your life or if I'm not like excited by what you're doing, why would I take your advice on life?
I mean, I completely agree. So, but like, fast forward to now, how have you gotten
Uh,
uh,
Fast
men
forward.
mentors? Actually, guests say it too. It's pretty funny. I'm like, did you know that was the name of the podcast?
Yeah.
what have you used to gain inspiration from or learn from, like, in your career, though, since teachers weren't that way?
I think I have to take that back a little bit because, like, I have found really good teachers
Yeah.
or that, like, I think you find people that you look up to. Like,
Mhm.
school I never did great in school just because it's never really what I wanted to do, and I didn't
Right.
find filmmaking or movie making until I was, like, 20 or 21 living in Austin, Texas. I had
Mm.
seen this girl that was an actress, and I was like, "How do you be an actor? That sounds so odd to me." And she was like, "You should take a class," and I took a class and, like, really dug it.
Ah,
And
okay.
I think,
Nice.
that pretty much told me to quit being self-destructive and, like, pour yourself into something instead of pouring yourself out all the time. And,
Yeah,
that's
that's true.
really what changed for me, and I really fell in love with it and started watching all the movies, man.
Mm.
Movies, all the actors, all the stuff. And, it kinda just bloomed into, like, this is what I'm gonna focus my life on,
Hmm.
you know? So, do you find the right teachers, I guess, is the best thing to say.
I think it's a process, right? I think you have to get to that point. You have to keep looking. You can't just give up on what may have happened when you weren't ready or the people weren't right. It's all about timing.
Totally, and I'm getting better, like, I'm getting much better at taking critique. I'm getting much better at taking constructive criticism.
Yeah, this stage of my life, I love critique, actually. I prefer feedback, give me something. I don't wanna be, on the chopping block or something, like, I don't wanna be just, like, criticized, but
Yeah,
if you have something to say that's constructive, like you said, then I'm wide open. I oftentimes look for that because I feel like a lot of times in life, people see who you are in your life, and they just kind of assume things have been pretty, normal,
yeah.
but it's just not the case. We all have our own stories,
Oh,
and when someone can actually look into your situation or your business or whatever you're doing personally and have constructive feedback, then I think it's a good thing to be an open listener.
right. I try to do a lot of self-reflection too, man. Like we were
Mm,
talking earlier before, I don't know if we were recording, but I wake up at like 4:30, 5 in the morning, and I sit and I think a lot and I write a lot at that time, and a lot of it can be like self-reflection or like I don't know what it is about waking up in the really quiet of the morning, but like
mm,
I find I can really analyze my life in ways and I can look at my life and be like, "Oh, you know what? I should have done this differently. I could have handled that better. I could have what if I tried this next time when I'm pitching a company creative or if I'm writing a script for somebody?" It's I don't know, like the quiet times I really try to sit with myself instead of distract myself with the million distractions we have.
mm. Yeah, I'm not that person in the morning. I am that way towards the end of the day, actually.
You're a night person.
Well, no, I'm not like a night owl, but when I get into the reflective state, it's like
Yeah.
after the days happen. When I wake up, I wanna be productive,
Oh,
and so
nice.
I'm, like, ready to do things or, like, get into my, I'm not a routine guy at all, but in the mornings I am.
What's your
Like,
routine? What's your morning routine?
I mean, it's nothing fancy, but I make my coffee, I
Uh,
go for a walk. I don't like exercise in the morning actually either.
You don't exercise in the morning?
No, I'm not I don't like to I like to like, my mind is there, but my
Yeah.
body's just, like, just hanging out, like, it's calm. I like calm mornings.
Yeah, I wake up slow and then
Yeah,
I set it off. Like after the kids go to school,
yeah.
so at like 8:30, I come home and I do my run. I try to run like 20 miles a week.
Okay, so you're a runner.
Yeah, oh yeah, still, man.
Me
And
too.
I feel like fueling my body fuels my mind. And a lot of my creative concepts for like commercial companies that we're pitching,
Yeah.
kind of come from running. I'll sit and
Oh,
just
yes, dude.
and I'm just
Yes.
running. And if I get a really good idea, I can run for a long time.
Yes.
You know?
I couldn't agree more. When I'm feeling like something's not right, I like when I'm looking around, like, thinking about my life, like, what am I not doing? Like, "Wait, I haven't run for, like, 4 days.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I haven't
Yeah.
run."
Do you listen to
It's
music?
so im
Some people podcast, some people what do you do when you run? You go natural sounds? What's your thing, man?
well, that's where the DJing comes in. Yeah. So I don't, like, DJ for people,
Yeah.
or, like, shows, at least not yet. I do it for myself. So I just make, like, 2-hour mixes and of whatever I'm liking at the moment, and then put it into a mix, and then just play it on SoundCloud.
While you run, and it
And
fuels
that's what
you.
I run to. Yeah.
That's cool, man. I think LCD Sound System did like a running playlist or running
Really?
track or Nike, like, years ago, and I listened to that for a while.
Interesting. Wait, what? It's a track or it's like
It's like a
it's
whole
James
playlist.
Murphy?
LCD Sound System, is that
Because
James Murphy?
James Murphy DJs too.
Yeah, I just know that they did dude, maybe we'll look this up.
I love that guy.
Dude, yeah, and I can run to some LCD Sound System, but
Oh
then I
yeah.
burn myself out on songs and I have to, like, change it up.
Yeah. I just talked to some guy at the barber shop about LCD sound system 2 days ago. So
Yeah, you got a clean cut going on. I need to
thanks,
go,
man.
man.
Thanks. It's looking a little aggressive, but whatever.
Dude, look at this, man. I'm just trying to hold on to it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, you're
That's
doing
all.
okay.
2 kids, all like your
Yeah.
own business, you get it. When you have your own business, you never relax. You don't have that like salary paycheck. You're like, "Yay,
Mm.
I'm comfortable." I don't have that, man.
Is in terms of like the team at Two Socks, is it just you two? And
It's
then you
me
have like
and my
contractor
wife,
work?
and then we do a lot of contractor work. So I have a ton of people that I can reach out to like shoot commercials and do all different types of stuff
So
in
the
different.
overhead's nothing,
Yeah, the
basically.
overhead's nothing, which is great for us. We're either making money or not making money.
Nice.
Yeah, but we started the company actually right around COVID.
Okay.
My wife, Stephanie, has like a large following on Instagram, and brands would reach out to her and be like, "Hey, can you make a video for us for social media?"
Mhm.
And I was like, "Well, why don't we up the production value of these small videos we're making and start building out a commercial portfolio to where we can
Mm,
get larger clients and bigger deals?" And we started doing that. And one of our first ones during COVID was like a Kellogg's campaign. So we shot like 3 Kellogg spots. And
nice.
it kind of just started to snowball. It's like, oh, wow, we can do this. I was waiting tables at the time. I waited tables for 12 years and then
On the
got out
side, basically.
on the
To
side. Yeah, that was my like go at nighttime before kids. It was like wait tables. And
yeah.
then once the company really started rolling, I quit that. And then COVID happened at the same time. And we got this Kellogg's job. And then it started to really pick up and we started getting other companies. And I was like, what if I start reaching out to companies and like cold calling or shooting emails or
Yeah.
so I started doing that mostly, and we've built the company up now, and you talk about your family print shop. We shot a documentary for a company in Marconi, or a company in Chicago called Marconi, and they've been a family business for 125 years.
Marconi sounds familiar.
They do like all the jardiniere, hot peppers,
Yeah.
sausage, tomato sauce, their
Yeah,
Italian.
yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah,
we shot
I've
like
seen
this
that.
documentary, went to Chicago for a week, and just whole family met their grandma.
Really?
It was really cool, man. So, like, we do a lot of stuff with our commercial production company. We shoot docs about brands and companies.
Mm,
Origin stories fascinate me,
100%.
which is kinda what you're doing here, talking to people about what they started and
Yeah.
how they get going. I think that's cool.
Yeah. I think it's, first of all, human. It's a human element to it, like, to see kind of I feel like a lot of what's portrayed to the public is more business, like, more business focused and, like, what can you do for me now? As opposed to, like, what is it or who is it or why? And give me that. And I feel like that's something that, especially as we get further into this new age of artificial intelligence, it's gonna be more important to remember that we're all biological creatures here, and we need each other to survive.
Dude, absolutely, man. And I guess you are right, like, when you think of, like, business aspect, a lot of it comes down to, like, stocks and market and, like, what's your ROI and all this shit. But I think,
And
like, when
LinkedIn, like,
yeah, I didn't have
everything that's portrayed is, like, surfacey,
yeah.
like, it's a highlight reel.
Right. Man, it's crazy. I've always worked for myself, so I've never really had a real job except waiting tables.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I could ever get a real job. Like if I put a resume together
No, I
and like
couldn't.
send it
No
to
way.
companies, they'd just be like, "So what have you been doing for like the 18 years there, 20 years you've been an adult?" I'd be like, "Well, it's just a lot of random shit."
Yeah, but it's something that resonates with you and your path, and I think, a part of all of us wants to be like an entrepreneur or someone that's able to achieve their own passion and find success, but those 2 things aren't always plausible for everyone. So, I do think that it's a good time to be an entrepreneur
Right.
because of your hated thing, AI, but not in the sense that some people think. I think it's a great tool for certain uses.
But for sure, like I wish I knew how to use it for my taxes.
Okay, there's one for sure.
I
Who
don't.
wants to do that?
I literally
Nobody.
sat down this past week because I had to do our S corp taxes, and I go
Yeah.
line by line in our bank statements with the different colored highlighters, and it takes me a week. And I'm like, man, if only I knew how to use AI instead of me with highlighters. It's like rainbow colored, dude. But I do it every year. I don't know why.
It's something that not everyone possesses the skill to do. So maybe you're leading the way actually in a different sense.
Just with my highlighters, I was about to ask you, like, how can I go from this analog tax situation and help me be digital, dude?
Mm.
Is it a QuickBooks thing? Because I just
No, I don't think so. For that case, that's one of the areas I don't utilize AI that well for yet. I mean, I use whatever it's called, TurboTax, but
what do you use AI for?
On a personal level or for like
Oh,
business purposes, personal level. I lean in pretty hard to like having a sidekick on it.
oh, wow.
Yeah. I like to run my ideas by generally ChatGPT is my most used AI agent. Now I don't want to get that confused with by like overusing it. I find it to be a great soundboard for my ideas.
So I have a question for you because I don't know, I don't use ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I know people that do. So when you put your ideas into ChatGPT, isn't it
Mhm.
storing it in an archive that then helps it grow so somebody else could then essentially use a little nugget of your idea? And
I
is that
don't put Yeah,
okay?
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm not like super specific about what I'm trying to do. I use it more for building that idea out.
Got you.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So like outlining from pretty much like a synopsis.
Yeah. And I also know that my ideas, while even if they are being picked through or combed through, which is yeah, you might be right about that.
Yeah.
I know they're unique to me, so I don't think anyone can replicate exactly what I'm doing because it still requires me to do it.
Right, your own individuality. It's when people overuse AI that I think they're like, the Buddhist way of living is everything you make and everything you do takes a piece of your soul. So like if you give that to AI, what are you lending into like the universe to all this energy that's around us? I don't
Mm.
like I don't know. I'd rather just rip it from me personally.
Do you think it's like it's gonna separate us?
I think so, man. I think already it has. I mean, not AI, but technology in general, though. Like, people
Yeah,
are going out to restaurants less. People like,
no
young kids
question
are
about
having
that.
less sex because I guess they're on their phones and computers. I don't know.
Yeah, they're not dating anymore.
They're not dating anymore, so they're missing out on that human connection that I think
Yeah.
is so important. Then, like, if you heartbreak, young kids, like, heartbreak is really important to, like,
Huge.
learn about yourself and, like, all that stuff. And not putting yourself out there, I think it bums me out, man. Especially because I have kids. I'm hopeful that like we pivot back towards a more human way. And like, I don't
Hmm,
know. I still am hopeful that we are, you know, more together. Like I love my neighbors in my neighborhood. I talk to everybody.
that's great.
But I don't honestly, I don't use Uber Eats. I don't use Instacart. If I want
Me
to go
either.
or I go to a fucking grocery store.
Yeah.
And I always got self-checkout. Not me, man. I want to talk.
Really?
I wanna talk to the people. I want the, "Hey, how's
Interesting.
your day? Do you have your savings card?" "Yes, I do."
Yeah. I don't go as far as going through the checkout line. I probably I probably should.
When did we get inside, man? I don't know. I'm on this computer right now, man. It's like Zoolander. Remember Zoolander when, like, the files are in the computer, you know?
How do we get in?
I don't know, man. You're gonna edit this, right? So people don't think
No,
we're
I think
crazy?
healthy actually to approach it. Now everyone has their level
Right.
of what like suits them, but whenever I go somewhere in person, I'm very conscious of how people are receiving me
Yeah.
and I'm listening. I'm always listening to everyone that I'm talking to, and I think just in those, like, small interactions you have with throughout your day, you can really find a lot of, how do I say this? It's something that allows you to properly put your energy out there for others to appreciate, and by everyone doing this collectively, humanity will feel a lot more aligned with each other.
Right.
And I feel like giving that person, the time of day, even if they're just, transactional, is huge. Like, anywhere, like Chipotle or something like that. Like, if you're gonna go, just, like, be there. Don't be on your phone. Like, or
Right.
I go to the gym. Okay, this is a huge place that I freaking can't stand phones. I used to go, like, to classes just because that's an hour of time where no one's on their phone.
Yeah.
And no, I don't go to a regular gym, but, like, I have my phone, I have my music, of course, but my phone's away, like, on the ground or away from me, and I look around the gym, and it's 99% of people like this the whole time. I'm like, don't you do that anyway all day before you even get here?
Dude, my
Like,
buddy's a chiropractor in Austin, and he said the
it's
number
that
one
neck
symptom,
thing.
it's people this, dude. He's like, "I'm correcting people to be up here again." And I'm just like, "That's crazy." 'Cause
It's an issue.
I was
I use it too much as well, of course,
oh, we
but
all do, man. Do you have screen time on your phone? Like,
yeah,
how much time do you spend? What are you at, dude? What's your
yeah,
average?
that's not for the viewers to see. Just kidding.
My
I
wife
don't
like,
know.
"I'm
It
gonna
depends
try it."
on the month, I guess, probably, like, where I'm at.
Yeah. Me, dude, oh, man, some days I try not to look at my phone at all because I'm just
I
like,
love that.
yeah. But it's hard because we have jobs, and it's like, it's either I pull out my phone or I pull out a computer, and
Yeah,
sometimes to
it's
sit on a
one which
computer.
digital device am I gonna use? Yeah.
Right. It's the battle of like, why am I doing this? Sometimes I'll be on my phone working and on my computer, and I'm like, why can't I just pick one? And it just really bugs me, man. I didn't have social media or anything until I met my wife, and she had it, and
And
she was like,
she's
she's on it, and she's like, I was making movies, and I made a short film called Everything Mattress that like got picked up by HBO Europe. And people were like, "Hey, man, how do I get in touch with you?" And I didn't have any, I had no cards, I had nothing. And my wife was like, I'm making you an Instagram account. You're gonna use
mm,
this to connect to people. And I
mm.
was like, okay, so I don't even have it on my phone. She has it on her phone.
I
And so
know, that's how I found you.
yeah. And that's how you were like, we should talk about it. And then she told me and I was like, all right, he'll do it. I'll be on it. Cool.
Yeah. I saw it and I was like, "That's hilarious." She posted, like, a really just basic picture of you and said, "You need to get Chase out there more." And I was
Yeah.
like, "You know what? I had that same problem, and I feel like, there's a whole world out there for me if I put myself out there a little bit more."
Right.
And, being an entrepreneur and someone who likes to talk with people, I think it's worth a shot. So,
There's an act of self-love in doing it. Like, this is
yeah.
me, this is who I am. So I'm trying to find that
Yeah,
balance,
that's true.
which is like, yeah.
'Cause there's a lot of cringy stuff that people do in this capacity, so you have to walk that line of what represents you and, put your neck out there a little bit.
Right, and my wife, she's on it a lot because she's a comedian, so she makes these,
Yeah.
like, funny sketches.
No, I've seen them, they're hilarious.
Yeah, and that's what brings her joy is making them, and
Mm,
it's like, "Alright, well, I'm never gonna take your joy from you from my opinion about social media. If this brings you
mhm.
joy and it brings other people joy, then, like, game on."
Yeah, she's hilarious, for
Yeah.
sure.
Thanks, man. I really lucked out.
And you're yeah, with you in it is even better.
Yeah.
Usually the husband of an awkward situation or something, that seems like the
Yeah, I
typical
need to
role
know
you play.
she's constantly getting me to put myself out there, which is great, man.
And she's in the movie,
She's in the
Grapefruit.
movies. She plays opposite of me.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. I love that we're creative together. It's our shared
yeah,
passion that we're really lucky that we have.
that's super unique.
Yeah. And the movie's coming out December 18th. Apple, Amazon, Fandango, all the stuff. You came to the Fort Worth premiere, which was
I
I didn't know you were gonna come. And
yeah,
David Reed, God bless his soul, he was an investor in the movie. I was so surprised when I think Justin Hamilton was gonna shoot the movie and he was talking to it, and his family really helped us. And he was like, I know some people in Lake Highlands, I'll reach out to them. And David Reed was like, yeah, I'll help invest in the movie. And I remember just being like, motherfucker, Puma is gonna invest in the movie. So
oh, yeah,
that guy's got a place in my heart for sure. As do you.
always.
So
I
you
didn't
guys showed
invest.
up. So hey, here we go. Honest opinion. What'd you think of the movie when you saw it?
Oh, man, I loved it. I really did. I wanted to see it again, but it was hard to. Now I finally can, though.
Yes.
I
Thanks.
think the main actor's name?
Rosanna Arquette, the mom?
No, I'm sorry. No, your character.
Oh, me.
Yeah, you,
His name's
bro.
Travis. Yeah, Travis.
Travis. It's something about his story I could resonate with. Just not exactly, of course, but the struggles and, coming back from after being in jail and coming back into a life that was once there, and then you having family, an odd family, and really trying to kind of find his place again in society, which is
What?
not easy to do.
I mean, it goes really into like what we've been talking about as far as like putting yourselves out there. It was somebody that was
Yeah.
just struggling with his own. I like the whole jail thing for that character. I always wanted to be a metaphor more
Mhm.
so like to the prisons we put ourselves in through like
Mm.
fear of putting ourselves out there or fear of like what people think of, the idea of perfection. There's
Yeah.
no perfect. So I think that was kind of the idea for the whole jail prison aspect is like, what are the prisons of our life? So he gets out of prison, but then he's in a prison of his own shame and guilt. And hopefully through the movie, he blossoms out of that and
Mm,
lost was kind of the idea. So I hope people resonate, man. I'm glad you watched it and
yeah.
liked it. Thank you, dude.
Yeah, it was really great. You did a great job acting as well. I appreciated that. You
Thanks, man.
wrote it, you directed it, so you really got to know the story, and you've been grinding for 2 years to get this thing, I assume, to get it out there. Walk me through that process, 'cause that's an interesting one for me.
You know, I mean, Hollywood's weird, man, and indie filmmaking is tough.
Yeah,
A lot of indie distributors that will put your movie out there, but they won't help you market it or they won't help you get the movie out. They'll just be like, "Hey, yeah, we can release your movie and distribute it for you across these platforms." But what they end up doing is end up expensing all of your earnings into their company.
really?
Yeah, it's a whole there's a lot of dirty dealings in indie distribution.
So that's why it's like it benefits them, way more than you.
Oh, absolutely, like, that's why you see, like, so many movies, you're like, "Wow, where have all these movies been that I've never seen and never been marketed?"
Yeah,
Every indie filmmaker is so excited, they go to a festival, they play it, and
it's
a
well
distributor
received.
yeah, a distributor's like, "We wanna put your movie, we'll do a revenue share," you know? They used to do money guaranteed, it's not like a thing anymore. So they'll do revenue share where you get 75% and then the distributor takes 25. But what a lot of people don't know is that Apple takes 30%, Amazon takes 50%. So you're taking like if you rent my movie on Amazon, Amazon takes
Chunks.
50%, and then my distributor takes 25. So I get 25% of my movie. And that
Holy sh
before I do, there's deliverable fees, and then there's expenses from companies. They're like, "Well, we have to expense all of our time, our work, our, like, marketing that they say they do." So, it's tricky. So I found this company called Narrative Distribution that's a newer company, and they were introduced to me by someone at Alamo Drafthouse that works at Alamo Drafthouse. They were like, "Hey, this company's trying to be transparent, or they wanna be transparent. They wanna help indie filmmakers. You should look into
Mhm.
them." So I sent them my movie. They really liked it, and they were like, "We wanna work with you." So that's kinda like the 2-year process of what it's all been. Because I didn't wanna go down a rabbit hole of my investors never making a dollar back because, some
Mhm.
big dis
So how are they different narrative?
they're willing to put money into marketing, and
Right.
they're willing to be 100% they say they're willing to be 100% transparent as far as, like, the numbers go.
Mm,
'Cause I've sold movies in the past, and, I get, like, these quarterly statements from distributors, and
yeah.
they're like, "Hey, your movie made $20,000,000, right? But we spent $25,000,000 still, so you're still
Mm.
$5,000,000 in the hole, but the movie cost $5,000,000 to make." So you're kinda like,
So,
it's
where's the
like
money?
dude, it's like what was the biggest one is when the South Park guys made their movie, South Park, years ago.
Yeah,
They made, like, $8,000,000 and it grossed, like, 75,000,000,
right.
and studios were like, "Hey, man, yeah, it didn't make any money," because they just continue to, like, pay themselves off that.
Oh,
I mean, the South Park guys, I think, are doing really well now,
well,
but
yeah,
yeah.
they're doing okay.
But that's kinda how the film industry works sometimes with studios and distributors. It's tricky.
What about, like you mean when you're talking about revenue from the film, what are the ways you make it these days? Just because you're not going to theaters, are you?
No, I mean, theaters no, they just a lot of distributors think theaters don't make money, and it costs more money
They
to, like
don't, do they?
theaters it's tough, man. I wish that people
The big boys, of course, but
yeah, but yeah, even the big boys are struggling.
yeah? That's
Yeah,
wild.
so, I mean, the way to make money is through, like, AVOD, which is advertising video on demand, so, like, places like Tubi, I know that Amazon, where they show ads while people watch your movie, you get a portion of the ad revenue there or ad
Oh,
money.
okay, yeah, that makes
So, I
sense.
know a lot of indie films are doing better on those platforms, and then, like, if you can sell your movie to, like, when I made my first short film, Everything Mattress, I sold it to HBO Europe, and I've made more money on that movie than
Really?
yeah, the distributor, and, like, I get paid every year for it, and it's in, like, Russian and German, and, like, they
Nice.
bizarre, dude. But, yeah, there's ways to do it, but you have to make your movie at a cost and then have money to market it, so that's
Wow.
where we are, man. So, December 18th, everybody that's listening right now or watching, go buy the movie,
Hell
Grapefruit.
yeah. I mean, I already pre-ordered it,
Did
so
you, man? That's so kind of you, man.
I saw it, I was
Yeah,
like I looked it up before you posted, I was like, "How can I even I wanted to watch it before I talked to you again because 'cause I'm like, really enjoyed it, but I don't remember the details.
that's because you
This
were
was
really drunk, right?
I was just yeah,
I'm just kidding.
blacked out. No, it's just, when you see something for the first time and it's in an old theater
Yeah,
and there's a lot going on, it's hard to pick up on the details. And you're, like,
totally.
sitting right up there and, like, "There's Chase. I remember Chase." I haven't seen him in 20 years, but there he is.
Yeah, that's
And,
crazy.
yeah, I really enjoyed it, and, looking forward to watching it again. So how do you watch it? So what's the best way to watch it for you?
Best way to watch it is you buy it on Apple because Apple only
Apple?
takes 30%.
Okay, that's where I bought it.
Yeah,
Perfect.
cool. You know what
I
I've
like to
learned?
buy my movies on Apple anyway because I have an Apple TV, so it's just right there.
Me too. I always do Apple. I don't do Amazon. Some people do Amazon, but
I mean, I have a Prime, of course, but you have to have it.
hey, talk about the thing that we all need to quit doing is buying shit on Prime. But it's hard, man.
I don't see how I could ever stop.
It's insane,
Has
especially the
everything.
and it's so convenient. You're like, bitch, but you just go out to the stores. But then you go to the stores and they don't have the thing anymore.
Exactly.
It's pretty weird.
You kinda have to.
You know what I heard though? Here's a fun one for you, man.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Radio Shack's coming back.
No, it's not.
Dude, I was up in Clay Ellen, Washington, and there was a Radio Shack, and Steph had lost her charger. So I was like, "Oh my god, let's go into Radio Shack." I go into Radio Shack. This old guy's in there, and I was like, "I can't believe there's a Radio Shack here."
You're
And the
like,
guy,
"Is this real?"
I literally, he had merchandise. He had like merch too, Radio Shack sweatshirts and beanies. He's like, "No,
I
dude, it's coming back." Because all the, like, cheap technology shit you buy
Yeah,
on the internet
yeah.
is, like, cheap as fuck. So he's like, "We're coming in at a high end." Like, so they're gonna have, like, high-end chargers that are really good to, like, charge your phone and, like
Hmm,
so he said that's what he was trying to do, and there was, like, a bunch more stores coming back, and I was like
interesting.
I thought that was pretty crazy.
Is that gonna work?
And we'll see, man.
Like,
Like
not their own stuff.
yeah.
They're gonna be housing,
Boards.
like, some of the nicer brands with some of the Belkin.
Is that I have no idea. What's that?
Belkin's just one of the many, like, device companies that make all the little connectors and wires and
Yeah.
phone chargers, whatever you want.
That's crazy.
It's a good one. Or like, I like the batteries, the charging batteries. Do you use
You
those?
look at your phone, like, so you have a
Yeah,
battery.
I love those things.
I don't use my phone enough to ever lose power.
For traveling, no.
Yeah, I still don't, man.
No. Do you have a flip phone?
No, I wish I did, dude. Dude, I wish I did, man. But then, you know what's crazy? I have a terrible sense of direction, so I'd just be lost all the time.
Just flipping
Yeah,
your phone. Can't do
golly.
sh takes 10 minutes to text somebody because you have to press the button so many times to get to the letter T. Yeah.
Right, I'm still playing the snake I'm playing the snake game.
That was Nokia, the classic.
Do you remember having to, like, go somewhere and print up MapQuest
Oh,
directions on
yeah, of course. But when in my mom's car, we had a map, a Mapsco, like the book.
Oh, the atlas, yeah.
The Mapsco no, the Mapsco, like, it had, like, a wire bind, and, like, you flip through it to, like it had, like, Dallas. It was a Dallas Mapsco, and so if you
Wow.
wanted to go to this part of Dallas, you go to the index and look up that area or maybe find that store, and it would show you how to get there on the map.
God, see, that makes me wanna write a movie about a family trying to get somewhere. We'll have to date it back to the night.
Mapsco.
And they're literally in the car with the maps go open, but they're getting lost, but while getting lost, they experience so many joys of life rather
Oh,
than being
yeah.
straight there.
Can we, we need to get these mega tech companies to, like, get together for, like, a holiday every year, once a year, where everything's turned off
Dude, I would love that if Hallmark did something where it's like, "Hey, all technology goes to 0 on this
for a
day."
day. One day.
It's like that movie The Purge where, like, you can kill people.
Yeah.
Instead, it's like just no technology,
Is
you
that
know?
what The Purge is?
I think that's what The Purge is about, the movie, I think, where it's like one day where there's no
Kill
law
everybody.
and you can just kill people. That's literally what we're
I think it would be helpful for just one day.
yeah,
Everything stops.
I would love it, man.
Replace one of those crappy holidays with that one. Like,
Yeah,
meaningless holidays, there's so many.
right, right. Which one would you replace?
Put me on the spot there. What's a meaningless holiday?
Man, I would get rid of I know. What would I get rid of, man?
President's Day or something.
Yeah, that's actually a really good one,
Come on. We know who they are.
Yeah, and
We
I
don't need
guess
a
thanks.
day for them.
Yeah, thank you guys for
We
all
gotta
you
live with these presidents all the time, just
yeah,
it's fine.
they're on our money, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's true. I can't imagine. I bet
Hey,
we don't have cash
so if you're
for
AI, you're
everything.
pro AI, right? Like, not pro AI, but you use it, right?
for good use.
Yeah. How do you feel about crypto? Would you put them in
Mm,
the same barrel?
the same? I think a universal currency, like, worldwide is inevitable. I don't know. You mean, like, all of the art and all of that stuff or just the crypto itself?
Crypto
What's it called
itself?
again? NFT.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I don't have a strong opinion on it, honestly. I'm not a big investor in, crypto. I do think there's a huge use for it, and I think that a universal currency is going to happen at some point. So, for
So
that
you're
reason, it's important.
telling you to invest in Bitcoin. All the listeners out there, you heard it first from Jeffrey.
Yeah,
He's
that's really confident.
I'm just kidding. Don't. No financial advice has been given on this podcast.
Yeah, don't listen to mine. That's for sure. I
I'm
can give
so
advice on other things.
It's because I made this movie that everyone needs to go watch.
Can't get it on the books, but you got it. You got it out there. Narrative has been gracious enough to
Thank you,
take it
man.
on them and get it out there. So, I'm excited to see it, man.
Thanks, bud. More to
Uh,
come.
it's been fun talking. Anything else you wanna, get out there for people to see or, any plugs,
Hey,
Mr.
oh,
Mr. Actor?
hey, away, dude. Hey, have you checked out The Cliff Show?
No.
The Cliff Show is a music show that I started in my garage with my wife. We invite
Oh, that's the one that's the show.
we invite indie bands into our garage every week to interview with my wife dressed up as Cliff, and then they do a live performance in our garage.
The Cliff Show?
Yeah, you looking it up right now?
Yeah,
Look it up on YouTube. The Cliff Show.
there it is. 110,000 followers. Look at that.
Hey, hey, man, we're growing.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
we
will
did the
subscribe.
Jones a couple weeks ago. We just did the Wolves of Glendale. Really funny band. They opened up for Tenacious D a while back. So we're just having fun with music, man.
Does she wear the costumes each time? Oh,
Yeah, that's my wife.
I know who that is. She hardly looks like it, but that's her. She's
Yeah,
just her disguises are good.
yeah, we do a lot of play at the
I'll
house.
subscribe.
Hey,
Nice.
cool. That's a shameless
Cliff
plug for you. Tell everyone to check out the Cliff Show.
Cliff Show. That's badass.
Thanks, man.
Okay, so everyone check out Grapefruit and Apple and other platforms, but we want you to buy it on Apple.
Yeah,
It's on December 18th and will be available. And I can assure you, as someone who's already seen it, I saw it 2 years ago and I can still remember most of the details, but not all of them because, well,
life.
he's saying that I was blackout drunk, but I assure you I was not.
That was a joke. That was a joke. A lot of jokes on this. Don't take this. Okay.
It's been awesome seeing you, Chase.
Hey, you too, man. And keep in touch, bud. Thanks for having me.
Definitely. If I ever get out to LA,
Come by, swing by the
let you
house.
know.
And thanks for having me, dude.
It's been a pleasure. Great catching up and looking forward to seeing the release of the show, man.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, man. See you.
Adios.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Stay tuned for more episodes from the Fast Forward podcast every Friday.